SWAPO formally launched the armed struggle against the South African regime in 1966 with the aim to liberate the country from its colonial shackles. It was a protracted war. Liberation songs were their comfort and motivation. Many of the sons and daughters who took up arms in one form or the other unfortunately did not live to celebrate, but their sacrifices were not in vain. "23 years later, Namibia gained independence from the South African apartheid regime, and on 21st March 1990, thousands, including the late Palestinian Liberation Organization leader Yasser Arafat, were there to celebrate. As the watch ticked on, the UN Secretary General Dr. Perez de Cuellar, President-elect Sam Nujoma, and outgoing South African President F.W. de Klerk were counting the minutes for the official announcement of the country's independence. The late de Cuellar oversaw the establishment of the United Nations Transitional Assistance Group UNTAG in Namibia, which facilitated the independence process and finally free and fair elections. It was time for F.W. de Klerk to take to the podium and make his last speech, a compelling atmosphere dictated by protocol.
Mr. President-elect, Your Excellencies, citizens of Namibia, I stand here tonight as an advocate for peace. The season of violence has passed for Namibia and for the whole of Southern Africa.
Afrikaans was the lingua franca in Namibia, and his speech is incomplete without it.
Aan die mense van Namibië sê ek, mag God u lei op 'n pad van vrede en voorspoed. Die stryd van die verlede is verby. 'n Nuwe vredesmandaat kry gestalte. Die son kom op oor 'n nuwe Namibië as deel van 'n nuwe Suider-Afrika.
The last salute to the lowering of the colonial regime's flag as Namibia is hoisted and embraced the sky. This was the concretization of democracy and a journey to what the founding president calls
economic reconciliation.
The one that creates partnership and mutual opportunities based on a holistic, value-driven approach to attain community economic prosperity. After serving 3 terms, he passed on the torch to the second and a very observant President Hifikepunye Pohamba. His first speech was more on leveling the playing field internationally.
Namibia will pursue a dynamic foreign policy to promote friendly relations with all nations.
Just as the gates of heaven opened on the day when he took office, so was it when he handed over the instruments of presidential power to the third president, Dr. Hage Geingob, Namibia's first prime minister.
So help me God.
So help me God.
And he already had a plan.
Our first priority will be to declare all-out war on poverty,
which gave birth to initiatives such as the Food Bank in less than 2 years into his presidency. No independence celebration is complete without traditional skills display, but over the past 2 years, Namibians were deprived of this dish on their menu due to COVID. And it's him who gets people jumping their dancing shoes at his rhythm and beat. That was Namibia's journey in short.